Right, now last week on this show, I hosted members of Parliament Susan Kihika and Otiende Amolo. A lot was said on the show by both MPs that was food for thought. Otiende Amolo then said something that is becoming a familiar refrain in this country: cessation, breakaway, divorce, whatever you call it. The big S word, it seems, is now on so many lips that even Willis, the word master, had to teach us all how to pronounce it on Betty Kialo's Friday briefing. While some say it is reckless and perhaps even treason to think it, others say Punda Mechoka. Pictures are being shared on WhatsApp about the so-called Central Republic of Kenya and the so-called People's Republic of Kenya. Now, I am not for cessation myself. As a matter of fact, I think we should still make Project Kenya work. But that we're talking about it at all is not a good sign. It reminds one of that famous saying in Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, that when you see a toad jumping in broad daylight, then know that something is after its life. Let's face it, guys, we do not like each other. I said it. We don't like each other. Now, I know what you're going to say next, yes? That it's not us, it's the politicians. They are the ones who are driving a tribal wedge between us. In fact, we live like brothers and sisters. We buy food from the Kikuyus, we trade with the Luos, we do business with the Mijikenda, and we love the Turkana. Isn't that what we say? Come on, guys. It's time to be honest with ourselves. This is us. You don't believe me? All right. Sample this. Early this month, renowned sports journalist Carol Radul tweeted out an urgent blood appeal for a lady in hospital. And for purposes of this conversation, I will be very direct and open. She is Kikuyu. The responses? I want you to take a look at them on screen for yourself. Let's go through them one by one if we can. So some of those responses, rather interesting. You can see them on your screens. If I was a Kikuyu, if I was a Luo, I would be giving blood, but I will not. So those are some of the reactions to that call for a blood donation. This one says, stop lying. We Kikuyus have hated on the others so much. What do we expect? So from those views, tell me, which politician made any of the individuals speak like this? Oh, and in case you're thinking, it goes both ways. Take a look at this other feedback. Halwale is right. Kidero is a fool. Babowino is a goon. All Luos are fools. Here's another one. Luos are lazy idiots. This is just some sample of feedback that is going around on social media. And trust me, there is much more where this came from. Now, we blame all of this on politician X or Y. We say that they are heightening the rhetoric in this country. Yep. Because, folks, we're all robots whose sole purpose in this earth is to carry out the will of the politicians, right? Wait, I have an even better scapegoat. Maybe it is the devil that made us say these things and feel this way. You see, it's got to be anybody else but us. Now, I am not advocating for cessation, but we really don't like each other. And perhaps this is a moment for us to finally get to the heart of the issue. You see, there is deep-seated anger, frustration, a feeling of exclusion, of not belonging, unequal distribution of resources. Oh, and yes, there are those who feel targeted just because someone who speaks their mother tongue is at State House right now. How have we tried to resolve this existential threat to Kenya? Well, we've tried to legislate it. In fact, we've even formed a commission for cohesion and integration. Really? So now we have made laws to make us one, to make us like each other, respect each other's differences, laws to make us live as one. All right, how's that been working for us so far? No, my friends, what we need is to move from narrow, euphemistic, sophisticated discussions. There are wounds, deep ones, and we must open them rather than just throwing a Band-Aid over them. We may run away from it all we want, blame everyone else, but I refuse to believe that we're being blindly led by politicians throwing red meat at their bases. Take a look in the mirror, guys. If this word cessation teaches us anything, is that we must look at each other straight in the eye and sort out this mess that is Kenya, honestly. And that tonight is my take. We're taking a short